Brand new sponsor, John of God. Who is he? Is he the return of the Christ? Why does Oprah follow him? Why does Gail Thackeray follow him? And why am I traveling off to see what it's all about? We'll tell you coming up. The greatest sportscaster on earth, Mike North, is here. And the man with the same haircut he had, I guess, from when he was 5. We got to update his hair. His hair is here. We got Live Pete, ladies and gentlemen, here.
The man.
And we'll bring you in. We'll bring in Mongo. Was he a good wrestler? Mongo, I remember him wrestling.
Mongo's good at anything. He's a politician now.
And he had a hot ass wife. Is that a relationship that's still going on?
He's always done well for himself.
Man, the tail, the beauties around him.
He's a love for dogs too. He's a dog lover, and you know what? Mongo's a great guy. He's a Chicago guy.
Yeah, great. Okay.
He really is. Well, I tried to build the guy up. You asked me about him, then you throw me off.
No, what about the female kicker?
Oh, my God, is she brutal.
What happened? What happened?
She pulled a hamstring on her second kick. Another idea of trying to get females involved in everything that men do.
Do you know how huge it would have been had they gotten a female in the NFL? Do you know how big that would have been?
University of Colorado had a kicker, and guess what happened? There was problems sexually in the locker room. And Gary Barnett got fired because of it.
How many?
There's 85 guys and one girl in the locker room.
Yeah. Well,
how's that working?
Tell me about this kicker. What team did she want to kick for?
It was I'm thinking it was Combine. Yeah, it was the NFL Combine. She's the only kicker. She kicked twice.
And hurt herself.
And she hurt herself.
Oh, my God.
She went, ow, ow, I'll come back later.
Do you remember that lady that came in here and thought she could take me on, and I bloodied her face? I mean, I feel bad about it, but
right.
You want to,
and then you got the heat because you stood up for yourself. She wanted to turn you into a pretzel.
You want to fight the Mancow?
The Mancow pretzel.
You're gonna bleed.
She wants your leg back.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Yeah, you gave her the Stooges.
All right. So when this guy attacked me when I was repossessing car, this is what I wanted to tell you. This guy attacked me, went on the hood of the car, and I drove, and he flew off. I could have killed the guy. Mm-hmm. My life was in danger, and all I could think of is I'm repossessing this car. And the guy's cursing, and there's guns.
I'll get you now.
And the guy got on the hood of my car.
I'm gonna get you, Mancow.
His car, but our car that we had. My brother had sold him, and I'm telling you, I said, man, the guy. All I could think of, nothing else. All I could think of, nothing else. Okay, my life was in danger. Have you ever had your life in danger? All I could think of was lock the door. Good God, is the door locked? Is the door? And I didn't know the truck I was repossessing. I didn't know if it was going to start. He's coming out this way. Okay, he's running out of his house.
With no shirt.
Oh no,
no shirt.
He had a shirt on.
Oh, come on! It takes away the effect.
But he would have dismantled me, and oh my God, is it going to start? I mean, it's like a horror movie. It really was like a horror movie. Is it going to start? Oh, God. Okay, it started. Now, lock the door. Boom! It was like he dropped from the sky, and he's on the hood. And I said...
Like the guy in Die Hard that fell from the building on the cop's car.
Yes, exactly.
Probably everything else in the world.
The guy's eating the Twinkies.
Yeah.
And the star of Family Matters. So Reginald Van Johnson.
Love that guy.
So it's done, and the 20 cameras come in, and my heart is pounding, and I'm about ready to puke, and I soiled myself. I pooped my pants, and I'm sitting there, and they said, what happened? I said, the guy jumped on the car. I thought he was going to kill me, and he gave me the Manson lamps, and everybody lost it. So I got that.
Let me tell you something. He gave you one of these.
Manson lamps.
That's enough to scare the bejesus out of anybody.
Let's bring him out, ladies and gentlemen.
Super Bowl Super Bear. 85, unbelievable. They were unreal.
Where is he? You can't miss. Oh.
Look at him.
Standing next to a portrait of me and Ted Nugent. Is he going to stand there? Or are we going to invite him in? Mongo, come on in. We're going to have him on that mic, because otherwise, see about that tool in the back of his neck?
Too much.
Come here, you.
Hey.
Wait, I want to know what's on the back. Can we get the back of his neck?
Look at him.
Can we get the back of his neck?
He cut his hair, too. He's respectable now, right?
Oh, across. Okay, I like that. So, Mongo, how are you?
I'm beautiful.
I've busted you for 30 years on the haircut. Can I send you over I'll get you a free haircut. I'll pay for the haircut.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. You know, when they're honored to sit the White House here this past year.
Yeah.
Finally, Space Shuttle blew up, so it was called off. Yeah. Obama from Chicago finally honored to sit the White House.
Finally found out who you guys were.
He knows who we are.
There's only one problem with that.
Yeah.
Going to the Obama White House is like not going to the White House.
Well, it's still the White House, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
and I found out he's a wrestler. I found out he's a wrestling fan. No, we're standing in the receiving line. He's going down and shaking everybody's hand. He shakes my hand and stops and looks at me and says, "You cut your ponytail off." Yep. I knew he'd been watching wrestling.
Now, are you divorced?
No, I'm married for 12 years now. Got a 5-year-old baby girl.
Okay, but there was another hot girl that I used to see you with, right?
Well, yeah, the first wife.
Wonderful woman.
I found out she was using me to further her career, so she lost her scholarship.
You know what? I love my wife. We're soulmates. My kids are great, Mongo. But I always think, if you don't like it here, it's going to be fun to audition the next one.
Yeah, that's what my wife told me the other day.
What?
Oh, you mean you were supposed to say that? My wife said that to me over the weekend. If you don't like it, we got to audition.
I've got news for every young man out there.
Yeah.
Go out there, run, get as miserable as you're ever going to get, then you're ready to be married.
That's it.
How was the auditioning process for the second Mongo, Mrs. Mongo?
It was the wrestling road.
Uh-huh.
And my goodness, was I traveling carny.
Uh-huh.
And all that entails.
No, I got it. Now, Jim McMahon once told me a story about his sexual adventures with a midget. Have you ever had sex with a midget?
I think that's why he's lost his mind. He wants to forget some of the stuff he's done. It's selective memory now.
Well, you know what's going to happen? They're going to start investigating this concussion stuff, and then they go back in your life and find out, besides concussions and what caused it, what else caused your head to forget and stuff like that. And you know what? They're going to delve into his history.
It's psychological.
Oh, of course it is.
I think Mongo was. I think he was crazy before he ever threw a football.
Him and Hampton together. You imagine them two walking into a bar. How you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole play. I mean, they were the biggest guys on campus, but they were great guys, and they were a great part of history. They really were.
Gary Finsick found that out one night. He walked up to us, looked up, and said, if I was as big as y'all, I'd whip your ass. We looked down at him and said, but you ain't, Gary, and took him out the back door in the alley and maul dragged him till he was cut and bleeding. Hampton wasn't through. He picks him up on the side of my Bronco door and comes at him with a forearm, and Gary ducks, and Hampton smashes out the truck window. So they killed him. So I got an MMA Hampton down. I said, are you through? He said, yeah. So I made him drive home because I wasn't sitting in the glass.
That's never been told.
All right. We'll be right back. Mongo